Good morning, YouTubers from Neebish Island. We took the ferry over for a few days of fun and relaxation. In this video, we're going to share things to do on this sleepy little island.
Pretty.
Neebish is a 21 square mile island in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, right on the border with Canada. In this video, we're going to show you freighters, kind of a big deal here as they travel the Great Lakes. We're also going to give you a tour of the island, show you some wildlife, and the one and only campground on the island. Hope you enjoy.
See? Moving.
A freighter. Like I said, freighters are a big deal here.
See what it's doing to the shore? Hear all that? It's way cool.
The freighter wash thing is really mesmerizing. It's kind of like science in everyday life. It's cool.
Supposed to be more coming.
Almost can't even see it. It's so dark. There we go.
This is obviously an old one that could use some sprucing up, but hey, these things are here to make money, not to look pretty.
Walter J. McCarthy Jr.
The pastime here really is watching freighters here and the whole Sulaks area. So the advice is grab a chair and just relax, which honestly is really difficult for me. I'm working on increasing my chill. I don't think these freighters are here to win any races.
Water came back in. I heard that.
These are their brand new stray kittens that are adorable.
Well, they kind of have the silhouette of a loon, but I think they're smaller. Yeah.
These are common mergansers, which look a lot like loons. They can be mistaken for them. They just don't have that awesome trill that loons have. But they can stay underwater for a pretty long time.
Mergansers.
That's a closer look, and you can see that their heads are shaped much like that of a loon's.
Walter J. McCarthy Jr. That's the water displacement. Seem pretty tight to the shore right there. Looks like an old one. Our host told us, I'm talking to the GoPro.
Okay.
Our host told us the spot we've been before. Right here's a great place to see the ships go by. So here we are. A white-butted something just flew by. So they come all these series of lakes, and then this is, I guess, out in front of their place is about the trickiest spot for them to do this stuff. It's a Coast Guard thing. And there should be one you can see down there coming up through the
Muskong.
See, this is coming through Muskong Lake. And obviously they didn't get through here originally. They had to do a lot of work to make this navigable. And then on the other side of Neebish, they go the other way. So where we took the ferry, they go outbound from the Sioux. If you remember us crossing that It'd be pretty neat to see him cross there because that spot's not very wide. It's tight. All right, this ship will get here eventually. Customs and Border Patrol.
Sorry.
I thought maybe they were coming to get us because we were standing by this thing. Hope that solar panel's enough if they lose power. It's got a camera up there and everything. This is the American Spirit. We're wondering to see if the water is going to move like it did there. The voice has got a different angle for you. He's going a lot slower, it seems like, for this turn.
Maybe he's a newbie.
They also told us that I think no matter where the ship is flagged from, it has to be an American taking him through the locks.
Yep. So they have to hire somebody.
Quick correction, this is the St. Mary's River, and it was pretty good. They had to do some work, but the other side of Neebish, they really had to dredge a lot in order to make it navigable for these huge freighters.
Ooh, you can really smell that diesel. Really is. That one's got really dark smoke coming out of it. The other ones didn't look like that.
This is a point where I make some admissions. I've been coming up to Michigan's beautiful Upper Peninsula for quite a few years now, and I knew of Drummond Island and Sugar Island because I'd been to Sault Ste. Marie. But honestly, before this trip, I'd never really heard of Neebish Island, and I had a great time here. The second thing is, I also knew coming up here a lot that there's a lot of people that are into watching the freighters around the Soo Locks and all that kind of stuff, which is cool. But it's actually cooler than I thought now that I've done it. Kind of like I didn't really get it before, but now I get it. It's neat. I'm going to put a link in the description about the cool history of Neebish Island going back for the War of 1812. There were shipwrecks in the river that caused a lot of work to get done to make this navigable on both sides. The Soo Locks. The area where our friend's cottage is the oldest area where people built cottages on the island. And also their place was actually built in Canada. And during the winter, it was brought across the river and reconstructed. So it's a lot of cool history around here. The Voice's friend and her sister had been coming up to Neebish since they were little girls. They actually showed us the cabins they used to stay in that their family owned before they got their own. So they sure know the island well, and now that they're retired, they stay up here as long as they can every year. There's some big anchors. It's pretty big shit. I think that's a 1,000-footer. I'm gonna let her keep going. I'm gonna go get up higher. Look at that. Yeah, but it's moving through the water so quiet. Big anchor. Almost like it's just pushing, it's not floating through the water. Just can't tell if it's loaded or not. If you can tell, his back end, or the back end is swinging out to the right. Because he's got to make this turn here, and I don't think they have a lot of room. And as you can see the water down here, it's getting sucked from the front. It's getting sucked against the current down here and going around the boat. It's pretty cool. I wonder if it's even computer controlled or if it's an actual guy on the helm doing it. I don't know much about this stuff. See that where he's swinging around, and again, look at the water, how it's churning up. We've got big props, big screws on the back. Busy day today. Yesterday wasn't as busy. There's supposed to be 2 or 3 more coming today. In the next little bit.
And that app tells them where they're coming from, what they're loaded with, if they're loaded. I think it tells them where they're set to go, where they're bound for. I don't think Lake Superior is a place I'd want to be out on a big boat like that. No, thank you very much. But again, it's sucking the water back towards it. It displaces so much water. They're ginormous, they're huge.
This little cabin here right on the end, I'll
Yeah.
take that one, please.
Sure.
That's perfect.
Yep.
Yes. You know what I should have done with that nice breakfast?
GoPro, stop recording. See, you hear that? That's a ship. You can hear it better out here than out front. See if it's going by yet. This one's smaller.
Naming of these freighters can be quite interesting itself.
Now that's different. That's got the whatever in
pilot house.
in the front instead
Yes.
of.
It's the old school freighter style.
Sure. They're so quiet though. The last one had a lot of dark smoke coming out of the smokestacks.
Yeah, when they come around, they kind of, rev on the steam or whatever.
Oh, okay.
They power up so they can go a little faster.
Sure.
They have to slow down, get back to the
Now that one's not as big, is it?
No. It's probably about 750, 800. Some of these ships have been lengthened over the years.
Okay.
That might be one of them that was.
Where's this one going?
Intelligence, marine traffic, where they're at. It's going to Marquette.
Okay.
Like I said, Neebish Island is 21 square miles. First, we're going to see the campground.
A sailboat?
Sailboat. It was given to us.
And we had it for years, and then I gave it to Bryce. And it's been parked right there.
We're told the campground's for sale, but it's a lot of money.
So that's the store, right? The windows right there. That's
Okay.
the house you'd live in if you owned it. That's where Connie stays. They got a big garage building to work on whatever. Then you got there must be like 7
Little
cottage
cabins, yeah.
And then on this side is where and then all the help is back there. And
So that is the store
yeah.
on the island.
Yeah.
That's it.
And there might be a laundry. They got an ice,
Yeah.
not a machine, but just you'd go buy the ice and bring
Right.
it back and throw it in. And Connie said she owns a couple of these trailers. Now, actually, this one's for sale. This is permanently here
Oh, okay.
because they've got a big deck on the other side. So that is for sale.
That
Now,
would have to be taken out of here.
well, you can leave it right
Just
here.
leave it.
See the deck?
Mm-hmm.
There used to be a pool there, that's long gone, but they've got 2 big ponds. For what, I don't know. But they've always been here. And this is where we usually bring our boat to put in.
Their boat was getting work done, so we didn't get to go on the water.
This lot that's for sale, I see the sign down there. But this lady may own it, it may
Oh
go.
yeah, this was $110,000.
Yeah, and it's
The lot?
Yep.
Wow. So is this still the campground here?
Here's the lot.
This is all
Yeah,
their
this is all their property. This is the
They have a
dark hole.
dock over there.
We used to fish in there all the time, catch fish like crazy.
What's this here?
So that,
He's cooking dinner. What is this?
I don't know what they're doing.
He's cleaning fish or what?
They may be.
So he's got, it looks like an ambulance he bought from here.
Yeah. Bryce, look
I
at
saw
it.
an
It's all
ambulance on
fixed
this
up.
island. It must have been
It's
that.
It's his house.
Oh, exactly how many acres are here.
It's pretty though.
Yeah. They do a giant 4th of July light show.
Yeah, they do.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Fireworks they
6,
set off here are
7, 8,
crazy.
9 cabins.
Yeah.
They have a big pig roast.
You would think you could probably make a living doing it, not get rich.
Right. But again, you could buy this.
Mm-mm.
No. Come
No,
on.
I don't think this is what I have in mind.
So
This
the
looks like a
pool is-
lot of work.
Yes.
No, I meant just buying that.
Trade.
Oh,
This one must stay here.
right.
'Cause it's winter. Nobody's here. Several of these do stay here.
Sure.
So that was Neebish Island Resort. Obviously, we didn't stay here because we're staying with friends, but go to Facebook and you can find out how to stay there yourself. 2 thumbs up, we recommend it. And not only because it's the only campground on the island.
So what does this place do with all the trash?
They take it.
They have to take
They
it
must
over
take
to
it.
the- to
Because like you said, you could probably bring trash here.
$250 or
Sure.
250 pounds for 35 bucks.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dump on Neebish, so getting rid of trash becomes an issue and
You
expensive.
can bring your trash here and pay $10 a bag.
Is that what it really is?
Yeah.
So you don't want to go down and see the houses?
No.
or something?
The campground was very nice, but honestly, I didn't see any signs that said no camping, and there's a lot of roads, so maybe you could do some stealth stuff, and we didn't see any cops. We didn't try to do that, but just something to consider. I'm going to give you a little more backstory on our hosts in a little bit, but they were just the greatest people. They wanted to show us the whole island, and we had a great time with them.
What's with this tree?
It's to keep you out.
Mm.
Nobody's ever here.
Really?
Who owns this? Tom. I mean,
Tom's cabin.
Tom does.
I really don't know.
You never see anybody here?
Basically not.
Huh.
So we'll just drive right in.
Cabins haven't been used in years. But they have metal roofs.
They look decent.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's something on that table like somebody's been here.
Looks like driftwood or something.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
But they
people
always
come
talk
here
about people
occasionally.
coming and staying and go hunting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is here.
That's
Like an abandoned little
must be a
resort.
two-holer.
Yeah.
There's a dock.
Yeah.
This would be cool to get a hold of if you could.
Sure.
You can probably hear that piqued our interest. So our host, oh my God, are they wonderful. She was a woman that The Voice used to work with and her husband, and also visiting was her sister. So we basically hung out with the 3 of them. They treated us like we were royalty. You always wonder if it's the people or a place. In this case, it was obviously both. They told us we were their favorite guests of the summer and invited us back, and I sure hope we get to go back again. Maybe again. This is the north side of the island, and don't quote me, but I think you might be able to boondock here.
The freighters do come through here, they said. That's crazy.
We've taken you from the southeast corner of Neebish up to the north end of the island, and that is Sugar Island across, and there's the Sault. Sault Ste. Marie's not too far away.
Oh, so we went from here all the way up here.
Now, if Neebish isn't for you, Sugar Island might be. Neebish is all like private cottages and stuff like that and pretty chill. And Sugar Island has a little bit more of a nightlife and a little bit more stuff going. I've been to where the ferry goes to Sugar Island, but I've never been on it.
There were some cottages.
Luckily, the voice and I are very similar. When it comes to property, every time we get someplace that we like, we're always interested in looking at property and, kicking around in your mind, would I like to have a cottage here?
These are really
Here's some
cute
little
cottages.
cabins.
Sure.
But it was a resort.
Yeah.
They rented them out, but I don't think they do
Oh,
anymore.
this is cute.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Very
pretty?
cute, yes.
Apple tree.
Oh, there goes a deer.
Yeah.
That's cute.
That was
Must be
for sale.
Pretty sunsets over
Years
here.
and years.
Yeah.
In this house right here, the husband and wife were the captains on the trader.
Oh.
Our host just knew so much about Neebish Island history. It was really impressive and helpful.
It's for sale. There's a boat.
Hmm.
That'd be a start.
As you can tell from the sunset, this is the west side of the island.
Well, that's all boarded up. That place on that side.
That's where scoops through it. Right.
Covered up the campers.
Watch out.
Jeez.
Those were going fast.
That's how you get run right into the side of you. It happens
Yeah.
a lot.
I've had a deer hit the side of the car. There's some guys fishing.
Yeah.
This used to be for sale also.
Yeah.
And the brakes are failing. I can't stop.
That's beautiful.
It was for sale.
What was?
That house there.
Oh,
Yeah, we've walked all around that.
gorgeous.
Gobble, gobble.
Those babies with it, or
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Look
butt
at-
ton of them.
They're running down the road.
What are those?
I think they're wild turkeys.
Yeah, they are. Can you see them? I can't
Yeah, it's
see.
a whole
you
flock.
can't see them.
No, my eyes are bad.
Come on. That's a bunch. Wow.
And there's deer up ahead.
And they're not moving.
Oh, some of them are young.
Yeah.
Come on.
Here's the
Oh.
You're going the wrong way. Go, you dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You see that? They look like dinosaurs. Watch
Yeah.
out.
Wow, one's flying.
Yeah, that's a big deer.
It's funny how these roads go, but they're not like connected. So you just go down a road, it's a dead end. You got to turn around and go
Yeah.
back. You think some of them would.
Well, back in the 50s, they had roads that went east and west when they'd be cutting wood.
Winter Point. Pointy, we put an E because we're fancy.
Is
I
that,
think we're fancy.
is that safe for sale?
I do not see a sign that says for
That's
sale.
probably it. Oh.
Is
There's
it
like
a-
a cover over it.
Does it? We'll drive.
Uh-huh.
There's nobody there. We'll go there. Tall fan. So we're at the end of the road. Used to be you could see it was like the other road.
It's a nice property with a couple trailers, but maybe it'd be better to be closer to where our hosts are so you can pop in for sunsets or whatever.
Now this has got to be it. Because it's got the cover on it.
What's the deal with the water streaming out there?
Well, that's gross.
Water out.
We think this was listed at $85,000. We're still not sure if it's the right one, and we weren't able to look in.
At our cabin, I turn all that off and we leave.
Sure.
So there is no pressure, so somebody don't come along and turn it on. Put this on it, and it's at 85,000.
Blackstone Grill. Somebody might be here. I mean, who would leave that nice Blackstone out like that?
You say don't worry. I can't believe that.
Maybe it's not, this ain't the place.
A lovely piece of property on the west side of the island.
No, this is a mom, I don't think so. careful.
We just got back from touring the island, and there's a great big one going by. Ooh, that's a big fella.
If you've been here before, you know I don't like showing people on here. I also don't like showing their property. I like to give people privacy, so please understand that.
That's a James R. Barker. And I think that's that's the neighbors out there in the little pontoon boat. Give you some scale. Pontoon boat. There's size difference there. It's too bad we weren't at the spot we were just at. It would have been neat to see them go by there really tight.
We just had a fantastic time on Neebish Island, and it's because of the voices and now my new friends. They treated us wonderful. I highly suggest you check out Neebish Island. I think you too would have a great and wonderful day.